Good morning.
How's everybody doing today?
All right. I'm winging it today because I ain't had no coffee. I ain't had no pizza. So,
Say, y'all, Sheena really has no idea what the topics are because um, the other party may or may not have stayed up really late getting their hair done. So I never sent Sheena anything.
nothing.
So when we say surprise reactions and conversation today, surprise!
Right. You didn't send me no topics to view, no nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm with y'all today.
I,
I'm a guest
man, and I didn't
today.
even give her no heads up, y'all. I text her at 9 o'clock last night and said, "Hey, you not getting no topics. I'm still getting my hair braided." Um, and she just okay, and I knew right then. I was like, "Man, she gonna be nervous tomorrow on the podcast because she don't know what happening."
No, I ain't gonna be nervous.
But
I'm
we
just
don't
gonna
have.
do it. Like this is gonna be a
This is the most authentic you're ever gonna see Sheena, y'all, because
mhm.
she has no idea what's about to be talked about.
This is our F around and find out. Fuck.
Podcast edition.
Y'all better follow me on YouTube because I'm launching my YouTube channel and it's gonna be a F around and find out segment. So
Listen, and we gonna take all the F around and finds out from our podcast and put it together as a little thing for Sheena for her intro. That's what we need to do, Sheena.
right.
Mhm.
Cause
All right, so let me grab my phone. I almost forgot to start watching for comments and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna forget about y'all's comments and stuff today.
girl, you know I'm nervous.
Um
I'm over here playing with my selfie stick.
I well, and just so y'all know, so that we're completely clear, Amanda woke up and found the topics at 6 a.m. after going to bed at almost 2:30. So that's on me. Typically, I do the topics on Thursday nights, but I have been prepping my entire life for a big transformation. I'm about to transfer to working virtually, and doing that, I have to like figure my house out again because I already have way too much stuff.
Girl.
And now I have to add a whole nother desk because, of course, my work laptop will be separate. Um, but, anyways, I
Listen,
am.
listen, I already know when I start my house shopping process, my realtor better have some thick skin because I already know. I'm like, listen, I need counter spaces, I need an office, I need room. This is what I need. This is a requirement. So you will have to just
Yep.
figure this shit out. We gonna
And you do
build or
not
we
want
gonna
to be
sit
in a
on
house with a neighborhood full of peacocks. You got to specify that.
right.
Apparently, that's a specification when you're house hunting. I just remember that from when we first started Coffee with the Maries,
Uh-huh.
because that was my biggest anxiety. I never thought that I had to ask things. Oh, and you also have to ask if anybody ever died in the house
Oh, really? I can
because
tell
they
that
don't have to
already.
disclose it if you don't ask. Well, I know that your discernment allows you to figure that out, but I think it's still a good thing to ask because
Yeah.
what if your discernment? What if the presence isn't there at the moment? What if the presence is only at night?
Yeah,
I
that's
really think you should ask
well, I
that.
just thought about it. You remember that movie Animaville?
Amityville.
You
Yes.
know, am I saying it right, y'all?
No, not
Animaville,
at
the
all. But I
husband.
can't say it right either. So we're just not going to say it. We're just the A movie. Yeah. What about the A
Would it,
movie?
would the house would it they brought the house for real cheap and because there was murders in the house and then the house was like killing him, like the house was trying to get him possessed him to kill his family. You don't remember that movie?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
based on a
So
true story. It happened in New York.
no, I know. Um, and I actually read about the house long before the movie came out.
Oh.
Because there's like all these like, conspiracy theories around houses like that and stuff like that. And I'm
Hmm.
really into all that weird stuff.
Yeah,
So
me
I
too.
read about
So
it before.
if y'all know a movie I need to check out, like I love horror movies, especially if it's based on a true story, I would definitely watch it because I like that. Especially if it has demons and spirits in it. The Conjuring. I need to watch The Omen. Like that's on my the movies to watch.
Hey, I have The Omen.
You do?
Yeah, I have it. So when you come down next time, we'll watch it.
Right. Okay. I love horror movies, especially if they like real. I have the whole Conjuring collection. That's like my favorite.
The
Oh, and
Conjuring collection.
with Annabelle. Annabelle.
No, I don't like Annabelle. You don't remember during COVID when Annabelle escaped?
They still ain't found that chick.
So I don't know if they found her or not. It was just big news that somebody stole Annabelle, and they tried to replace it with a fake. So
Let
it's
me
just kind of like Annabelle out there
Did
somewhere.
they find Annabelle? Look at her making up stories. Oh, they didn't escape. Oh, okay.
What
It
happened?
said didn't. She didn't actually escape, and then it cut off. So I didn't know. It was like, what? She didn't actually escape. Did she go somewhere? Like, I don't get it.
No, she was stolen.
Oh, but so she didn't escape. She was stolen and dead.
Yeah, and that was what 2021. It might have been 2020. I know it was right when COVID was going on because I made a TikTok about it because I was like, man, this just ain't making sense. There's killer hornets, Annabelle out here now.
It was
Like, ain't no
2020.
change left.
It was 2020.
And did they find her?
Mm-mm.
Cause Annabelle out there, y'all. She at her house. Who want to buy the house? I do. I'll buy the house. I'm not afraid of Annabelle. I'll put her. I'll feed her. It's cool.
Come on, the escape is not technically possible because somebody stole her. Like, just say somebody took her. They're trying to make it seem she escaped on her own. No, somebody went in there and took her. Hopefully, they still alive because Annabelle probably did something to him. I wouldn't do that. If other things you try to steal, Annabelle is what you wanted to steal.
Me? I
Yeah,
didn't want to
I'll
steal
steal a whole bunch
Annabelle.
of puppies, but I won't steal Annabelle. Like,
Talking about you'll
especially
steal a whole bunch of puppies.
yeah, especially if, like they're at risk puppies or whatever. I'll be like getting in my car and I'll steal them bitches. But like I won't steal Annabelle. So I was playing y'all, but people probably locking up their puppies like Sheena gonna come around stealing puppies. No, I got
Sheena,
one of my
the
own.
dog
And
snatcher.
yeah, I don't need another puppy. All
All
right,
right.
hit me, Amanda, with these mysterious stories that neither one of us know what we're going to talk about.
Well, for starters, let me just say the April 27th is National Tell a Story Day.
Oh, well, y'all should listen out to TikTok later. I might tell a story.
I'd actually really enjoy that. So, yes, tell a story
Tell a story.
and then share
Story
it across the
time.
nations. Story time with Sheena Marie. F around and find out.
Right. I'm gonna put all my short stories in a collection and publish it. That's a good
Um,
idea.
all
I'm gonna dedicate it
right.
to story, National Storytime Day.
Well, you know what? Tell me a story. Tell me what you know about Sean Diddy Combs.
That dude. Uh, I don't know much about him. Like, I'm not really like into P Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Diddy Combs, whatever he calls himself nowadays. Like, I mean, I only like barely listened to him or dealt with him because of Notorious B.I.G. But after my little phase with Notorious, I still listen to some Notorious, but I never thought he was a good artist. I mean, maybe a good business manager, but his
So, do
music.
you know anything about what's going on with him now in the news?
Not really, because I haven't really cared enough to look into it. But it's something with is it with the Cassie thing? But Cassie had opened up the can of worms with the sexual assault thing, or then he was trafficking some people and having a whole prostitution ring going on, or something like that. I just briefly grazed through it, and I was like, "Listen, this dude got too much crap going on. He gonna be in there with R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, and they're gonna have a trio group, and they're gonna be
Well,
singing
girl,
in
this
their
it's
house."
not just that. You know that they're coming out now with rumors talking about how most of these rappers had to sleep with him to get their position.
Oh yeah, I did hear that like some years ago that he go both ways like type of thing. So
Yeah,
maybe.
so there's like some rappers coming out saying that in order to get their deal, they had to let him,
But why
stuff
would
that
you
we
want to
really
deal
can't
that
say.
bad? You really wanted to deal that bad to do that?
Listen, people that come from nothing sometimes will do the dumbest things. You got to think about it. If you come from nothing, if you have no home to go lay your head down at, and this man look you in the face and say, "Man, I'm gonna give you a $2 million contract. All you gotta do is come in this room." Some of them people gonna do whatever it takes. I'm not some of them people, but
Listen, if you're
I
that
mean, I'm not
person
Diddy's
that would
kind
do
either.
that, then y'all need to sign up to some life coaching. And I got some programs, some services, some courses, or something. Because y'all need some self love in your life. Because that is not the road you want to take. And doing that for a record deal is just not where it's at. Yeah, you don't want people desecrating. Is that the right word? Desecrating your body for a record deal. I don't think so. I don't think that's
Yeah.
the
I
right word.
mean, so, and the only reason I wanted to talk about this today is with the whole Diddy thing. I thought it was all surrounding the Cassie thing, also. And then I clicked on, like, there was a news article this morning that was saying that Diddy Combs filed motion to dismiss some claims in a sexual assault lawsuit. So I thought it was about Cassie. So, of course, I love Cassie, y'all. I just think she has a heart of gold. Anyway, so because I love Cassie, I was like, let me go see what's going on with him and Cassie now. And I get on here, and it's not about Cassie. It's about a different sexual assault victim that says, and she filed last year. And she said that Combs intentionally drugged her, brought her home, assaulted her after a date in Harlem when she was 19 years old. Also, Combs videotaped the assault and later shared it with multiple friends in the music industry. So not only did he assault this girl and videotape it while she was unconscious, but he showed it to his friends. What kind of friend do you got to be? Like, if Sheena ever came to me and showed me a video of her assaulting some dude after she drugged him, like, as her friend, I'm not going to be like, haha, you go, girl. I'm going to be like, what kind of person are you?
Like you a perverted. I'ma call SVU and Benson and Stabler down here
Right.
because this some shit that don't need to be going on.
It's so weird to me.
So he having some big old sexual fantasy orgy type thing going on and getting off on that. See, people with money think they can just do whatever they want to do and get away with it. Just like what's that dude? Your president, Trump, your ex-president, I should say. He had all them sexual assault cases against him, and he's still president. So that shit don't even ride when you got money. That's why people think they got money and they rich. They can just abuse anybody and get away with it. Like they have, we supposed to take it because they got money or something. Like I don't get it. Like I don't get
Well,
it.
see, and yeah, and like with Cassie's lawsuit, she filed her lawsuit, and Diddy settled with her the day after.
Because he knew
And
he was
that says a lot.
shit.
He knew he was guilty. And her lawsuit said that she dealt with years of sexual abuse, including rape, and that he forced her to have sex with male prostitutes while he filmed them.
But see, why would she let him do that? Like,
It's not about letting somebody, though. Think about this, because I know, Sheena, that you and I both come from not so good marriages. Think about something that man would have said or done to make you do something you weren't comfortable with, but you tried to do it. Like, for instance, work out your marriage. How many times did they say, let's fix this? And we
yeah,
were like, okay, well, I love him. Let me try to fix this. Maybe I'm the problem,
right. I mean, I get
so,
it. Just like,
but also, he was her manager until
but
she
she felt like
fired
she
him.
had
She felt
to
like she had to do it.
for her career. That's like your
Yeah.
husband now coming to you and tell you, "Hey, I like anal, and you got to do anal for me to stay married to you." So you feel obligated to give up your booty to stay in your marriage. That's like, and you don't like it. So I mean, I guess I can see it now. I would still be like, no, I don't like that. Doing something I don't not comfortable with. I don't know. I can see the pressure. I could, because I was once that person that tried to,
Yeah, and I once
do
was too,
that.
and that's why, like, I can get it.
Yeah, I
Like,
get
I mean,
it.
I don't think I'd ever sleep with anyone else, but I also have never been put in that situation.
No, I mean, I totally get it. I get it. But the person I am now is like, try this shit now. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, where this is not about to happen. But you have to be strong in yourself. You have to have self worth and self confidence to say that no and mean it and give up on your dreams, knowing how it's going to affect your life and your livelihood, and willing to live with that repercussion of saying no. I don't want you to make me feel uncomfortable or do this to me, knowing that you hold my career over your head. And that's crazy, because these artists, that's all their passion. Their passion, this is their art. This is their, that's just like me in my books, in
Right,
my
and if the only
writing.
thing standing in the way of you and people knowing who you are, Sheena, let's say I'm your manager, okay, and I say, "Hey, Sheena, I can get Lily's Faith the number 1 on the charts. I can make sure you sell 20,000 copies in the next 24 hours. All you gotta do is come have a good night with me." I mean, I know it's me right now when you're thinking, "Well, Amanda's kinda cute, so, maybe it's worth it." But,
I'm like a Mensa.
hey, girl.
Hey, you know I like you, girl. You know I like you. So I'm like, I get what you're saying. Like, I'll be like, Amanda, I'm not about to, put my tongue in places. I don't want them to be just to get my book out. So it's not gonna work.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. The only thing them reaching their dream is this man. And I can't lie to you. Like, I don't, I would never want to do something like that because I'm not that kind of person. But if somebody had said to me 10 years ago, when I was first starting out with my writing and first starting out, like, trying to be an active part of the world again, like, "Hey, Amanda, I can go ahead and streamline this and I can make you famous right now. You just got to lay down with me." I probably would have done it. And not because I don't value myself or I don't love myself, but because I would do whatever it takes to make sure that my dreams come true someday. And, yeah, I went a different route and I've done it all myself and stuff like that. But I still have moments of weakness where I'm like, dang, man, like I can give you the perfect example. With everything I got going on with the doctors, I am, I'm to a point now where I'm tired of going to the doc. Every time I go, I get another diagnosis. Y'all, my diagnosis list is like this. And I don't share much about my medical stuff on this podcast. I will tell y'all I have a primary immune deficiency. So that's why my diagnosis list keeps going on and on and on. So, but I can tell you now, like I said to straight up to my mother, like, who do I got to sleep with, or whose area do I have to put my mouth on, um, to find out what's wrong with me? Like, because if somebody told me tomorrow, like, Amanda, I can give you your full diagnosis and tell you everything wrong with you and tell you how we're going to cure you, all you got to do is come in this room. Y'all, I'm going in that room. I'm sorry, because I'm so tired of dealing with this. I have 3 doctor's appointments a week. I'm tired of seeing doctors, and every time I go, they got a new diagnosis. And now I'm in therapy too. Like, no, I don't need no more diagnoses, y'all. I
No,
am
I get
not.
that.
It's
I
not
get that.
Pokemon. I don't need to collect them all.
Because if somebody says spend the night with me and I'll finish building your business for you, I've been like, you know what? I've been building this and working on this. I'm tired. I need a break.
Hey, Gina, I'll help you build your businesses if you come spend the night with me. I'm just kidding.
Right?
Yeah, for
I know
context
because
for
I
people
have
out
some
there.
long days and nights. I'm so behind right now too, and
For
I feel
context
like
for those
that's
out there that are
taking.
saying that I'm like harassing Sheena or anything like that, Sheena is my sister-in-law. So we joke like this all the time. I just don't want anyone on this podcast to be like, oh, oh, Amanda's trying to take advantage of Sheena.
No. Hey,
Y'all,
hey,
she
you
gets
might
it.
take advantage of Amanda because I'm seriously contemplating whether or not I'm gonna take this up on her offer. A whole night, like what we gotta do? Like I got to. Let me get a bottle of Listerine
I,
and some
I'm
Dunkin'.
listen. She said a bottle of Listerine. Girl, no, I'm a big crybaby. We just gotta cuddle.
Listen, I have my Listerine and my Dial antibiotic soap. No, the orange one. I need the orange Dial antibiotic soap, and I need some Listerine, and I think I might be getting and some extra
I feel
gum.
like you calling me dirty. Like I
No,
don't
I
really
mean, I
like
have to
this.
once I finish, I'm going in the shower. But like, I want my shit done when I finish.
I think that Sheena is pimping me out. I don't I don't know if that's a proper thing to do on a podcast, but hey y'all, if you rich. No, I'm just kidding.
If you got Diddy money, we
Right.
if you got Diddy money,
We
we
can
might be able to
talk.
work this shit out. Listen, my ex husband is still trying to get back with me, so let me tell you something. So listen, it won't be a dull night. I'm just saying, it won't be a
I'm
dull
pretty
night.
sure that my ex-husband doesn't know if I exist anymore. Mhm. Cut
I'm
ties, cut
trying to get
ties, cut
mine
ties,
like
block,
that.
block, block.
Yeah, mine is on the block list permanently. I don't want nothing. Don't.
Oh, mine too. Mine too. Like, um, less than 2 months before he married the girl he married, he asked me to come back and marry him again. And when I said no, he I was like, "Listen, I'm in a whole relationship now."
Right.
Like, no. I was
No,
already
mine
with
was
with your
like,
brother.
yeah, mine came like something about, oh, I'm dating somebody right now, but if you wanted to get back together, we get back, get married again, I'll leave her and come with, I'll marry you again. But see, this is the problem we had in our marriage because you keep hopping on coochies, like you coochie hopping too damn much.
Right, right. Well, and you know what? Let me say this. I really hope that my ex-husband got his life together and that he treats his
I hope
his
so
current
too.
wife like gold, because I would never wish any of those, past demons that him and I had on no other relationship. I really hope that they're doing phenomenal because she seems like a
Right.
phenomenal woman. And she has children. So,
You
I
know what? Because I
maybe
would have
he
been
just
through
wasn't
some.
right for me.
Right.
But it doesn't change the fact that 2 months before he got married, he was definitely all, "Wanna do this again?" And I was like, "No, thank you.
No, thank
I'm
you.
cool." Um, alright, so we're gonna move on to our next story, y'all. And it's not really a story, this is another topic of conversation. So, I feel really dumb and really late, but I think y'all know me and Sheena don't watch the news, we just look up articles here and there. So, if it's not something that pops up for me to read or something like that, I don't be knowing stuff. Like, Sheena, did you know OJ died?
Oh, I seen that shit on Facebook one day scrolling. I was like, oh, that ninja died, and then I kept scrolling. So,
Yeah, see, I didn't really know anything about it either, until I guess they released the autopsy results. Um, and so when OJ died, I guess certain people were like, "Oh, well, he was murdered or da 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 da."
oh
But
yeah, because
no,
like right after he died, like they were just talking about the trial all over the news and shit, and I was like, why are they bringing up this old ass trial? Like, they was like, oh, he died. So
mm,
why are we still talking about it? Like, why bring it up? And because he dead? Like,
oh, we about to bring it up now because I got a question for you, and I want you
okay.
to be honest with me. And
He knows
and
I keep
I've
shit
had this
real.
question for a long time. See, I know, but I haven't been able to ask this question, but I'm more comfortable with you. So, but first off, y'all, just so y'all know, he died of cancer. So it's not he wasn't murdered. It wasn't no kind of, it wasn't drugs. He passed from cancer. Anyways,
Um, he kind of got ran
so
over by a
OJ,
white truck.
it didn't fit. Isn't that what they said about the glove?
Look at us,
So
we got
my
OJ
question to you,
jokes.
number one question, is OJ guilty? You think he killed that lady?
You know what? When he did that, I was like two and a half. So I mean, I really ain't looked into like the case and the details and stuff, but like just knowing like from what I known of it back then, like it happened in the '90s. So like I said, I was like one and a half. So I think maybe he did. I think it's just some guiltiness, guilty vibes. If he
Okay,
didn't
so
like
listen.
actually do it, he has something to do with it. I do think he know who did it. If he didn't
So
do it,
let
he
me
know
say
who did
this.
it.
I was recently talking to a friend. All right, this is a guy friend. He's black. Okay, and that's the reason that's there is for context. So I said to him something about um cuz he did something right in front of me and they said, "Nah, that wasn't me." I was like, "Man, you just as guilty as OJ." And he was like, "OJ was acquitted. He ain't do it." And I was like, "Nah, like you're not fixing to play that game. Everybody knows OJ did it. Even the juries, even the jurors that voted not guilty went home and was like, man, I know he did it. But they didn't have enough evidence in their favor to convict him. There was
Mhm.
probable doubt, and I understand that. But
Yeah,
everybody knows he did it. Um, and he goes, well,
right,
yes, everybody knows he did it. But then he told me, he was like, but it was a win for Black America because we finally beat y'all's system.
right.
And I said, well, number one, y'all, like, we're not going to sit here and act like Amanda got anything to do with the system because don't nobody in politics or all that know Amanda who Amanda is. I don't go to court for nothing. I don't get no tickets. I don't got no traffic charges. Amanda don't do courts. I mean, unless my dog gets a felony. Um, but so Amanda don't got it's not y'all, but I get what he's saying. Like to the black community, it was a win. What bothers me about that is number one, is that really how the black community feels? Like that OJ getting away with murdering that woman. And what bothers me about this is nobody ever says that woman or his wife. They always say the white woman. So is it really a win? Are we really walking around saying this was a win for the black community that OJ got away with it because he got away with murdering his wife? Because I don't think that's a good thing to win.
How can I say it?
No, I want
Yes,
you to say, I want you to be
yes
real.
and no. Yes, people are going around and claiming it as a win because he got off and, like you said, finally beat the system, even though he won off of something horrible. So it's like, yeah, people are because like finally, we won at something, even though it's like a pretty shitty win, but it's a win. That's how people mind is. That's how messed up some people minds are, and it stems from I guess what our culture been through. That we've been through so much crap, in our existence that we claiming someone getting murdered as a win, and it's sad. But people are claiming. I don't get it, but yeah, I mean, people are claiming it as a win. I think it's a shitty win because somebody lost their life. Whether
Well, see, and that's my only thing. Like, I don't care what color either of them were. OJ, let's pretend
yeah,
OJ and Nicole were both purple. Okay.
yeah, I don't look at color. I don't care what color you are.
Me either. So I
I
don't I
just
don't
go
care about
by.
that.
Like, if we
What I
could
care
blood
about
each
is the
other,
fact that we're walking around calling this a win after this man murdered his wife and everybody know he's guilty. Like,
mhm.
what happened to like the victim speaking up and people going, "Oh man, she was a loss for domestic violence."
Now, if it
You
was
know, and I
on the
don't
other
know
foot,
her.
if it was on the other foot, let's say the woman that it was OJ was a white man and he killed his wife that was a black woman. Will we be saying it's a win?
No, because if white people said it was a win, then we would automatically be said that we were racist.
Hmm.
Because white people aren't allowed to have white pride or, and this is just the reality of it, y'all. Like, I'm not being mean by far. Y'all know that my significant other is black. Y'all know one of my best friends is black. My other best friend is Spanish. Like, that's just
We
the
call it
reality
as
of it
we see it. No, we just keeping it
is
real.
yeah,
We
and the
talking about
reality of
this
it
and we
is
not gonna
as
lie.
a white woman, I'm not allowed to be proud to be white. I'm not allowed to walk around and say, "Oh, I'm proud of being white." Or if somebody's
Right.
like, "Are you
Because
ashamed to be white
people,
because of what your people have done?" No, I'm not ashamed because my people are Irish and they came from this and they did that. But even on top of that, I don't have any issue with being a white woman. And I'm not going to dumb myself down or allow ignorance to cloud my brain for something that I didn't have anything to do with. I am a white
right.
woman. I'm proud to be a white woman. I don't have no issues with that. There's not a soul out here that can say I'm a bad person. So
No,
why
and
not just
I'm
look
a
at
pale
people?
person, and I'm proud to be pale too.
Sheena, you're not allowed to say that.
Well, I thought
That's
that
like me saying that I'm black. You
I'm
you not if I can't tell people I'm black, then you can't tell people you pale.
like I'll be pale. You should see me. Like one time you did see me on the recording, and I was like before I just woke up, and I was really pale.
She
Like
said
I did
before she just woke up. How I see you before you woke up?
because like we was on the
I
podcast.
was pale before I woke
You
up.
was up.
Girl, me too. How
I be pale. Yeah, y'all don't get it. Like that's light skinned caramel. I don't even know what kind of complexion I am, but I guess it's my
perfect. You a perfect
I'm a
complexion.
perfect complexion. That's my complexion issues. Like people with my same complexion know, like we be pale, like, and I be ashy. Like I be ashy to the point where I be like another skin color. Like I be like, dang, can you like what's that lotion that Aveeno, like Aveeno me please.
Aveeno Glow. You need some Aveeno Glow. That's the one that's supposed to make your skin pop.
Pop. I just be needing some
Listen,
sun because it be too cold and the sun don't be out, and I be losing my color.
do my edges look really? My forehead looks shiny to me, y'all. And the whole time we've been talking, I've been staring at the light on my forehead from my overhead light.
Shiny. It don't look shiny to me. It kind of look bigger, but it don't look shinier.
Y'all, do I got a big forehead? I guess I kind of do, huh? Oh man, I never knew.
You'll never.
Great. Great. Sheena just created a new insecurity in Amanda Marie. Now I'm going to be covering my Can I get braid bangs? Is that a thing?
No, that's not a thing, and don't do that.
How about just a little frontal fringe right
No,
here?
no,
Okay, okay.
no.
I could
That's,
just cut some of these, right?
no, that's about as ignorant as people plastering their baby hairs across their forehead.
Oh, listen. I thought I was the only one that never mind. I thought I was the only one that thought about stuff like that or I
But
think
you
it
see
looks
the ones
weird.
that be having their baby hairs all the way down to their eyebrows. Like, dude, did your forehead
That's
just not be
bangs.
That your forehead don't need
That's
trees.
not baby hairs. That's bangs.
No, you be having this
Sir, you have
gel
bangs.
plastered and frozen all the way down here and down there. Like, never mind. See, that's a whole nother podcast. Listen, we're not gonna go down that. Listen, that's a rant. Like,
Now,
my
I will say my stylist, y'all, my stylist is so funny. She's like a very petite girl. And when I ran into her, she was like, I really want to do your hair. I really want to do your hair. And I was like, okay, that's cool. We'll do my hair. And she was putting her number in my phone and she was like, yeah, save it as Big Daddy.
you
My
got somebody
boyfriend was
else's
right
number?
there.
You got somebody else's number?
She was like, just Big Daddy's. She was like, save it as Big Daddy. So the whole time I was at her house getting my hair done, I was just calling her Big Daddy the whole time. And she was like, she was laughing. And she was like, so when people ask you who did your hair, I want you to I want you to give them my number. And I was like, yeah, no, of course. I was like, I'll refer everybody to you that asked about my hair. And she was like, what
Can
you gonna
I?
tell
Does
them?
she
I was
do
like,
my
I'm gonna
hair
tell them to
too?
call Big Daddy.
Yeah, can I call Big Daddy too? Did she do? Did she just do your type of people hair, or do she do my type of people hair?
No, she do black hair too.
Oh, could
So
tell.
just so y'all know, Big Daddy is really good with all types of hair. Like I've gone to a lot of people over the years, and she did take a little bit, but she's good. She's really good. It's really tight right now. Like I don't know if y'all could tell. I mean, besides the fact that she apparently stretched my forehead because now it's bigger. No, it's always been this big. Um, but she like laid down all my baby hairs. You can't really see them in the mirror. I can feel them though.
I might need to
But
do something. I tell her I need a service list. I need to know all the styles she can do.
well, she can do anything as long as you show her a picture.
Like I need she do
That's the
sewing,
only she's been doing hair for over 15 years.
she do micro braids. You remember micro braids? Like I used to have micro braids
So
when I was like
she
16.
hates micro braids, but she will do them. I used to get my hair done in mini micros so that it would always look really pretty to put up and stuff like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
kind of want to get mini micro crochets, but I think the next thing I'm gonna choose to do is gonna be fox locks.
I
But
want some. Does
somebody
she do
told me
box
that
locks?
fox locks are heavier, huh?
No. Oh, did she do the individual locks? Can she do the individual locks? Look at us trying to talk about services on this podcast. Let's tell her what's her IG. Like I be on IG. Listen, I'm learning
So
IG.
she
So
has no social media. But the name of her like business and hair is called Envy. So I will once I she's gonna give me her business card. Once I have her business card, I will post it up on the page. But y'all remember that this girl is out in North Georgia. And I'm still always gonna call her Big Daddy. So
I'm so big daddy too.
y'all are gonna have to ask her name. But if I'm referring you, she's gonna know because y'all gonna call her Big Daddy.
I'm like, hey big daddy, I
Um,
need some locks. I want some individual locks. I'm about to get
that's next thing I want to do is locks. I want to do fox locks,
yeah.
and I want to do
I want
blonde
the
and pink.
butterfly one.
Anyways,
Is that the one?
somewhat,
The butter. Am I saying it right? The butterfly locks. Look at me. I don't
girl,
even
what are
know.
butterfly locks?
Am I? Oh yeah, the butterfly locks. I want a short butterfly locks
Okay.
and like a bob look.
We'll talk about this later with Big
Yeah,
Daddy.
we're all on there. See, our podcast don't have no rules. Our brain to take us any kind of where.
Well, that's because they put two ADHD people in one room, so we're gonna talk
And one of
about
them ain't had us
everything.
with topics, so we ain't. We just out here winging it and just talking about
I
hair services and shit.
I
Just
do got
bringing in the
topics.
topic.
I got the topics pulled up right now.
Somebody was out all night getting their hair done and wasn't prepared, so we.
I just didn't tell you the topics. I had to get my hair done, y'all. Y'all, I had to do this. I had to. My last braids I got sick on, so um So, Johnny, in answer to your question, I think that maybe I was just talking and thinking at the same time. No, she didn't take any of my hair. Um, when I say she took a little, I think I meant time. Like she took a little bit of time because it took like 5 hours, but that's probably normal. I'm just really used to Sheena doing my hair, and it's super fast when she does it. So, um, because
I ain't
Sheena
got
won't tell
time.
y'all
I
this, but
got
she
stuff
kind
to
of like a
do.
little pro, huh?
I said I ain't got time. I got stuff to do.
Right, right. Which is why she's not here doing my hair whenever I want her to, y'all. So I had to find somebody that does hair.
Hmm.
Um, but listen,
You
I
know
need to
who?
talk to you about something because we found something, Sheena, and I'm excited.
What? A new species
No, no, it's not a new species. We found a village.
with people in it?
I mean, no. Um, so while digging and finding stuff,
Oh my god, those fucking glorified fucking diggers that get the fucking $1 million checks to go play with dirt.
they are trying to excavate a Roman villa
Whatever.
in the city of Pompeii. What do you mean, whatever?
Cause I'm jealous. They get paid $600,000 to go play in dirt. Like somebody give me a check for $600,000. I make a dirt mound, a dirt castle, and a dirt ship. Like, listen, I want to play in dirt and get a big old check. I'm jealous and I'm mad at these. You know, I'd be mad at them scientists, geologists, those adventures and shit. I want to skip around like Dora. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to stay focused and stay on topic when, when Sheena go off into these little brat modes.
Because, man, I'm busting my
Sheena, listen.
tail.
Then go back to school to be an archaeologist.
Oh
You said maybe
no,
you want to go
shit!
back to school.
I'm already got student loans coming out of my ass and got a degree I'm trying to finish. No,
Well, just ask them if you could transfer your degree to archaeology.
fuck no. That'll be like 10 more years. I ain't got that type of patience. I just wish somebody would pay me to play in dirt. I don't really want to go to school to play in dirt. More power to you. If you went to school for 300 years and they
Listen, you
pay
got to
you,
sit in the hot behind sun and clean dirt with tiny little brushes. Sheena,
no,
you
because
don't want to do that.
no, I don't, because I'll throw some water on that shit and be like, here, what is this? What is this? Give me my 600,000. I ain't got time. Like, that's a lot of patience. Like, I just be joking. I be joking, y'all. I know you got to go to school for 600 years and they get paid a lot of money
600
because
years.
they be sitting there with the little brush and they just be like, I ain't got time. Listen, I don't even wait for my nails to dry. That's how impatient I am. I be messing up so many. That's why I go to jail. When I go get my nails, gel me up, please, so I can hit that little light. So when I walk out
Oh,
the
you
door,
said jail. I thought you said that's why I go to jail. I was like, you went to jail over your nails?
no, that's why I say gel me because when they came out with gel, that was a lifesaver for me because I ain't got time for my nails to dry. Who will wait? Them nails take forever to dry. Listen, I'm not that patient, so you know damn well I'm not about to sit there with a toothbrush to brush some shit off to see what it is. No, no, we is not about to do this. We is not about to do this. I can't even. I'm impatient. I won't even stir my Kool Aid because I ain't got time.
Listen, you don't think it would be really cool though to be looking for something and be the person to find a whole city underneath the dirt?
That junk would be really cool, but I
I
probably
wonder how it
forget.
happened. Like, was they sitting there like going through the sand or whatever, and then like, well, they find the areas with different like machines and stuff, but they start, digging up the area, and like, so what? They hit a part, and it was like, dang, that's a shingle. Like, how did they know they was about to enter into a city? Like,
Well,
oh
this is
dang, that's the
like
top of the door.
must be. Like I want to see some pictures. I need some receipts. That's what I need.
All
That's
right,
the
hold
new
on.
word. Receipts. How did they get this
So
done? Was this that reminds me of this episode of Ghost Whispers when they had the town underneath the town and like there was like a whole bunch of people got sick in the town. So instead of like they got sick with this contagious plague or something.
look,
So they just buried the town. Like they just threw dirt on the town and buried all the people in the town because they didn't want the plague to get out or the whatever disease that they had to get out. So they just buried towns. So there's technically like a lot of buried towns around here because that's what they did back in the day when they didn't want the town no more or the people got sick in the
they
town. They
just
know where to
buried it.
go. They just buried it or threw water on it. Make it a lake. Some of these man-made lakes are just towns that they had to drown.
Lake Lanier is a man-made lake that's haunted out here. Sheena, your sound went away.
No, I just stopped talking. Can you not hear me?
Oh, well, no, I can hear you now. You just stopped talking, so I didn't. So this is the city. See down there, that's the actual city right there. And then all this is their excavation equipment. But this is what they finding. Like, was they like digging and then somebody ran into this cross?
Probably so. Or they probably had those little machines now that can look through the dirt and tell you like the X-ray machine. It's like an X-ray machine for dirt. It can tell you what's
And
inside it.
this is how they say they know it's Roman. They found
Oh,
this.
because of that lady.
Yeah, I guess she's a Roman lady.
How is that stuff just perfectly just intact after all of those years?
Listen, honestly, I think that like they had like what are them storms with the dirt? Snow, not snowstorms. My slow behind.
Dirt
Um,
windstorms that blow the
windstorms,
dirt.
yeah. Yeah, I think that windstorms covered up a lot of stuff from back then. And then as time went on, the dirt just piles and piles and piles.
Hmm. Where are the people at? Like, what happened to the people?
I mean, probably in there dead. Or it was abandoned. We don't know yet. They got to get inside more.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Well, y'all keep looking up for stuff that we can read about because obviously we're bored in our lives and we need stories like this. So, people who went to school for 1,500 years
Just
and
because, okay, let me say this. Because Sheena, number one, is a hater. She don't like people that make more money than her. But number two, not everybody's interested in the same stuff. I like stories like that. I like stories about stuff like that they find and animals and new species and stuff like that. Sheena don't like that stuff. She not gonna like the next story either. But the next story is easy. It's actually just a fact that I want to share with you. And I wanted to share it with you because I know how much you love your dog.
I do.
So I actually was on the phone with you this morning when I found this story.
Oh, for real? Because
I
you
was.
know,
And
I
and
would put
and
people
I was
out
on
there
the phone
like
with
y'all
her
just
while
want
she
to
was going to
talk
get her
about
dog, y'all. She was going to pick up her dog, and I was on the phone with her. And I found this story, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell Sheena this because I wonder if she knew this.
it. No.
Back before dogs became man's best friend,
Mm-hmm.
guess what was man's best friend?
What? If you said something like a
Foxes.
spider, I would slap you. What? A fox?
Foxes.
Oh, yeah, I
Foxes.
can see that.
Foxes used to protect men that would keep a home set up and feed them.
Oh, so maybe dogs wasn't uh created back then. Where did that dog
It's
come
not
from?
that dogs weren't created. I don't think they were domesticated yet.
Oh, because we
Were
thought it was.
dogs ever in the wild?
I don't know. Wolves? What did the wolves and the fox make a dog? Like who created the dog? Like who was the first dog?
Alexa, who was the first dog? First known dog was a type of wolf.
Oh, see,
Alexa, stop.
and we just started breeding dogs, wolves together, and wolves and foxes, and we end up with
Yep.
dogs.
And then we created all these different species of dogs, I guess.
Mm,
But yeah, I wanted you to know that because I just thought it was really cool, especially because like you're like me, you like a certain type of dog. Um,
listen,
but I think it's pretty cool to know that foxes used to be that for people, and that
that's
foxes were
pretty
once
cool.
like not really domesticated, but they worked side by side with humans.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Cause my dog is very smart. Like he be amazing me sometimes, and I be like, "Dude, you understand what I'm saying?" And he be cocking his head. You understand English?
That's how what I feel about my dog. My dog is 17, y'all, but I'm telling you, she knows English. She has to. There's no way she just knows certain words because I'll be talking trash and I'll
Hmm.
be like, man, I just wish, and I want to say change my voice, change my tone, but I'll say something like, I wish Katie would just come lay down, and she'll walk over and lay down.
I'll
That's
tell him to go lay
just,
down,
she
and he'll
knows it.
come sit down or lay down next to me. I think he getting his lay down, and his sit confused. Cause like I'll be like sit, and he'll lay down, or I'll be like lay down, and he'll sit. I'll be like flip that shit. But we working on that. But he know my tone, and he know my when I mean business. I say something in a certain tone, and he be like, "All right, mama ain't playing," or I be like, "You gotta go."
Sheena dog is cute, y'all.
Ain't it? I be like, and he know,
Spoiled.
y'all, cause I be like, "You gotta go shit," and he gonna be like, he'll get up, and he'll go back to the back door and put his paw on the back door. I say, "You got shit, ain't you?" And he look back up at me, and he say, he know."
When my dog has to go to the bathroom and we're not paying attention, she goes and sits in front of the toilet.
Now he'll just
She
go sit
knows
in
that
front
we
of the
go potty
door.
there.
He'll just be
Yeah,
sitting in
well,
the
our
door.
door is in a different room. So, because we hang
Yeah.
out in our like back room a lot, so our
Hmm.
door is in a different room. So she knows that we can see the toilet from our room, so she'll go sit in front of the toilet and then just look at us like, "Hey, y'all,
So
I got to do what y'all be doing here."
so let me ask you, when you move to a different house, like do that automatically like adjust
They pick up on
finding the
things,
new
yeah.
door? Yeah, okay.
Well, they'll get used to it. So, like when my dog used to belong to my dad. When my parents moved from the first house, Katie used to use a bell. She would walk up and hit a bell every time she needed to go to the bathroom. And then they got to the new house, and then she had to be walked because they were in an apartment complex. And so, but she quit doing a bell. She would just walk to the door. And then now, like, she can hold it for 8 hours. I mean, she's a good dog. But she realized when we moved here that she wasn't going to be going in and out the house like that because we only have the yard in the back, not like my mom has multiple doors. Um, and so she realized that that's the door that lets her out to the back fenced in area. And so she will go sit next to that first. But if we're not paying attention or we think she's just trying to hang out with us, then she'll go sit in front of the toilet. And I think she does that because she realizes that that's where we go to the restroom. So if she go in there, maybe we'll realize she need to go to the restroom.
Oh,
But
I told you dogs are smart. You
yeah,
know
they
what?
are,
That's a
man.
good idea. I'm gonna get a bell and teach my dog how to hit the
My
bell.
mom has when you get your place, like your new place, I want you to when you get your new place, I want you to let me know because I'm gonna get you what my mom has. My mom's dog has a doggy doorbell. And he just walks up and hits it with his nose when he wants to go outside. And then there's one on the outside that he can hit to come back in.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I could teach him how to do that. So you can
Yeah,
listen.
and they won't like you just stick them. You don't have to put no holes in your wall or nothing like that. So if you rent in the next place too, then you don't have to worry about it, you know?
Yeah, that's good. Cause not now.
Because when you
He'll
get
go
into
sit.
your like forever home, we gonna get you a
Uh-huh.
doggy door.
Yeah, that's on my list for my realtor. But like he'll go sit by the door. But like I said, if I'm into working and I'm not paying attention, he'll come to me and he'll jump in my lap or he'll hit my keyboard like, "Listen, I got to go," and or he bark at me. He'll jump in my lap, bark, and
What
then
if
go to
people
the keyboard.
acted like that? Like, what if I, what if you was busy and I just came over and hit your keyboard and was like, I gotta go bathroom.
Oh, I'm hungry. Like
Right.
Next
Give
time
me
I'm hungry,
food.
I'm around you, I'm gonna just go in there and be like, I'm hungry.
Just come
Arf!
jump in my lap. Yeah, just come jump in my lap.
Look,
Be in my face.
my dog just turned around and looked at me when I barked just now. He was like, "What's going on?"
Is she talking to me? Did I do
And
something?
he was napping. He woke up like, "What?
Come here, Drake.
The shenanigans."
Draco. Draco.
He's just staring because he's like, "I was asleep. I was asleep so good." I don't know. I have to take him to see somebody because he's like not really eating, and I'm thinking like there might be something wrong with him.
I don't know about. I mean, we can talk about that later. Never mind. I just know that I don't know about other places, but down in Charleston, they have a clinic that's open every Tuesday that you take your dog to, and you pay what you can afford to pay. So I would assume that your area would have something similar, but I don't know.
Yeah, I need to yeah, cause Adam was like, "You ain't gonna take him to the vet," and I was like, "Yeah, I haven't
The vet
found
is
the vet."
expensive.
Yeah, the vet is expensive, and I haven't I really ain't I mean, I just got him, like not just got him. Wow, yes, I did. Like I had him a couple months, but like
You
it's
got a
been
Pet Smart up there, right?
a pet since. But they do have a little clinic in there, and they were like,
So I was gonna say the Pet Smart used to have this clinic inside there, and as long as you took your dog to that clinic, it was $15 a month, and you just paid for your little insurance for the dog, and you could take your dog in any time to be seen with a little copay. It's like a $25 copay.
"Oh, I might go up there and see."
Yeah, go see what they offer at the
Yeah,
one by
and then
you.
there's those little mobile pet things that be popping up to get the dogs shot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if there's like a mobile pet thing that I can drive up to today to get them to look at it and catch them up on hits. I think he's due for another shot. My boyfriend used to handle the shot, so I really don't know. I have to get his shot records for him, but I'm gonna just take him, but like fix my dog, cause he's my
Right.
best friend and he's funny.
Well, let me think really quick. Yeah. The we'll talk about that later, but I was just thinking about some more animal options. Y'all, before we let y'all go really quick, I just want to tell y'all the wormhole for this week is I want you to look up and look into lab created wormholes.
Lab created wormholes?
Yep, it's a thing. And I think everyone needs to be aware of it. So that's your wormhole this week. That's what I want you to look at. That's what I want you to go do your own research on. And we will see y'all next week more prepared. Well, we should be here next week as long as my surgery goes good, y'all. I just want to put that out there. If we something happens, we don't get on next week, it's because I'm not healing properly. But I have surgery on Monday, so we'll kind of go from there. But as far as I know, next week we are still on.
Okay.
So I love y'all. I will
Love you
talk to you all
too.
later. This is
Alrighty.
my blur out thingy. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't work. There you go. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.